Might be able to get the kill on a Young G, but he does manage to get off the Ghost Walk. Still costly, though, as he's going to be missing most of this CS underneath the tower.
Oh, and he did go. He is full cost Wax, actually. Okay, so he's going to have to be pretty active to be sure that he can actually utilize that. Oh,
surprise kill. Turnaround as Ilias comes in from behind as they tried to go for a bit of a dive here and actually catches Misery in the act. But the Queen of Pain does manage to get away for now. Ilias still on the chase, but I don't think he's going to be able to get her. I don't think a Decay is enough to get that one.
Oh, but he gets the salve.
The salve, though. Nice catch on a Young G, but a tornado onto 3. Is that enough to get him away? No, he had a dust on him anyway, so no opportunity for a Ghost Walk or anything like that. And that mid tower, Pi, he heads on back, but it's not like Ace really needs him in lane right now, besides Chessie. He's actually going to rotate down to bottom lane, see if he can catch Pasha. Pasha, one of his quintessential heroes here on the mag, is going to be able to hit the 2-man RP, but Misery was lying in wait and is able to catch him on the way out. It's not like Pasha would have survived anyway without mana for Skewer. Chessie would have caught him anyway, so...
That he could just fall off insanely hard, and he's already starting to. This Queen of Pain has now surpassed him. The off-lane co-op has now passed that mid-invoker.
It's at this point in time, you'd much rather have an Exort Invoker where you have later game options. Cold Snap does manage to get the blink away. Cold Snap, unfortunately, doesn't keep him in place long enough. The hook shot comes in from Pylai Dive, blocked by the Spectre Illusions. Ace will jump forward, and they have a dust on the Young G. Crystallize going to turn back, and Pylai Dive actually gets popped there by the Soul Rip, but in the back lines, there is still Chessie going at it. Crystallize gets a little bit low, managed to pop his ultimate. They're playing nicely around the Tombstone, and 5 men will respect that buyback as well as the Tombstone. They'll back away equally. Na'Vi did have the Tombstone to help a carry that isn't the best at usually clearing Ancients, was able to do a little bit better because of the Tombstone. We got similar situation here thanks to the fire from the Phoenix. They are going to catch Pylai Die here. That's a 5-position clockwork, so not the biggest kill in the world. You know, one of the reasons that I've heard that Quaswex Invoker really fell by the wayside is that Urn just kind of sucks now.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that. Oh, Chessie.
Yeah, he's going to pop the illusion. Rudy gets skewered, RP'd, and that is a killing spree for Young G. 400 gold in the pocket. I think he felt like he was in really good place because of the Dispel offered by the illusion rune. Now he was like, what are the things that can touch me? You know, like almost nothing. Well, there's still Pounce.
Yep. Okay,
Hook
they're
shot in.
They're
actually going to go for this one. They do throw out the ultimate, but Crystallize hops away just in time. Ace is going to come through. Dagger going out, landing on a number of heroes there. The Tombstone, though, is going to allow them to retreat. Na'Vi actually going back in here underneath his Tombstone with a deafening blast. The Tombstone's not dead yet. One more hit. Pylai Die finally gets it. But they've already done so much damage, they've had to retreat. Pi in some trouble. A beautiful telekinesis drop on a Chessie and Ace. They're going to be able to jump forward, though, and grab Young G. Can Chessie finish him off? It looks like the Orchid should be enough. He jumps forward even farther now. Be able to get a few heroes. That healing from the Phoenix is actually just barely keeping both Zibe and Chessie alive, enough to be able to turn around and get the kill onto Ilias before they go down. Immersion with a successful TP out, but Pasha, he won't be as lucky. He's got to skewer up in a second here, but he is just surrounded by heroes. Ace gets in front of him, and Chessie will claim the triple kill.
Whew. They had all their ults up. They decided Chessie was not gone from this world long enough. Yeah, going for that top tower, maybe not the best idea. They did a decent job of like kind of resetting the fight too, but yeah, 5 men just pushed through it. Chessie leading that charge.
Spectre just playing in the jungle right now, has the ultimate up.
Full Greaves now as well on Zibe, so he's got the matching sustain versus that Magnus. Walking into the high ground.
Yeah, they just don't seem to care with the Spectre ultimate going off. He tries to jump into the back lines. A nice tornado interrupts a lot there. Pasha, though, unable to find a good grip in this situation. Doesn't hit a good RP, and they're going to try and take down this A. Crystallize really going for it, but he doesn't quite get it. There was just one hit left. Half a second at best, and he would have killed that egg and maybe gotten out as a result.
Yeah, this is going from bad to worse. I mean, when it's a game with a hero like Spectre, when you're playing versus these easy frail heroes in the back lines, you see how easy it is for Ace to just choose what target he goes for. Easily gets onto Pasha, and they're actually continuing into tier 4s onto Ilias. Ooh, this one's getting out of hand.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like, when the highlight of a team fight is, will he kill a support? No, he doesn't. Yeah, I feel like the only rune that didn't go to 5 men was like the double damage that I saw the Invoker deny.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. That's one of them. It's been a lot of DDs as well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That's like the 5th or 6th one.
Gonna catch the Magnus here. Does have the Guardian Greaves. He skewers back Jesse. And waddles his way back to the base. The supports, though. Well, Ilias, at least, won't be as lucky.
All right, it's go time.
Yeah, with a DD and a Siege Wagon on the way, it's a good opportunity to just kind of poke at this tier 3, see what happens.
Oh, and Misery just has to be flashy with, you know, the Meteor Hammer dive.
Yeah. He could have just held the dive there for the time being. Pasha does manage to get away from that initiation from Chessie. Chessie actually boosted forward right as Ace gets a bash onto the Rubik, so he gets double teamed and brought down. That egg, I guess, was just kind of outside of the edge there, but Ace is going in right now. Force Staff is going to be able to get him out of there. Chessie going back in, completely fearless. Oh, an RP that is only on the Pylai die. Questionable.
Ooh.
Yeah, right as they picked up the Aghanim Scepter, too. So if they had an RP for this smoke right here, you'd feel a lot more confident about it.
Exactly, yeah. They're trying to camp this rune out. Pi.
Oh, will this be the one rune that something good happens? We'll see the Force Staff! Zibe gets him out of there, away from the telekinesis, brings him back down to Earth and away from that Cataclysm. Crystallize will die as a result. With no buyback up for him, it's just going to be cleanup time. 5 men run down whatever heroes they can. It's going to be Pasha, who's to pick up, and probably another one, Immersion. Yeah, he's going to be a support that certainly dies. 3 dead, no buyback. That feels like the last hurrah there from Navi.
Like Rubik lift, you force that, you're free. You free whoever's getting gone on from that one too. Magnus RP, we just saw the similar thing too. Just easy ways to save. And
yeah, the qualifiers for this was not that easy. They had to go through some pretty notable teams in order to get where they're at now. They're gonna have a level 18 Phoenix, so I guess you don't really need protection for the egg when you're got that high levels of Supernova.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Radiant are scanning.
Almost the same level as the carry. Okay, they're gonna get that alacrity going,
Chessie, man, he just knows when he is untouchable, and he goes in anytime he feels like an ace. Almost managed to get the chain bash there on Young G to finish him off, but nice pushback there from Pylai Die. They're gonna try and chase down the mag while he leaves that Invoker up to the easy kills. Crystallize does manage to get off his ultimate and TPs away successfully. BKB protecting him from that Ether Remnant. Immersion, he'll die as well. So it looks like Pasha and Crystallize both barely got out, but still, it's just getting worse and worse and worse for Navi. And maybe I spoke too soon. Zibe, he tried to chase down Pasha. He was actually almost out of mana there, but once again, Pylai Die there to protect him just in case. He actually completes his Scythe of Ice while the rest of his team still doing Roche.
And the Force Staff again, Reign Supreme gets him right out of there. These 2 heroes now do the Roche by themselves. Aegis Cheese.
Knowing that they can't just sit inside their base and wait for 5 men to come out to them. They've got to find some way to get a good RP to surprise. And
oh no!
Pasha, has he hit an RP?
Oh, and Crystallize is dead.
GG. Pasha just wants out of this game. He hates his life right now. He's over it. Let's move on to the next game, boys and girls.
Wrap it up. Oh, man. Yeah, that... You know what? Let's be real here. Even if he lands the RP, very unlikely they can do much out of it because there's still a Spectre with a full Aegis, and I believe that Void Spirit had a cheese on him too, so even if they can try to burst him down, it's very unlikely to get it through.
Are fortified.
And Ace is certainly a hero that they can leave alone for now. Let's see if Navi makes any difference here. They gotta try and get some rotations here. A Centaur coming in from behind leads into a chain stun from Misery. But, okay, this time around, Immersion and Ilias, they will at least punish Misery, get the first blood, and they're not going to lose as much of their tower HP as they did last time. Yeah, and that's usually been a big problem for Spectres in the past. It's why we saw this really memey Meteor Hammer build recently. Everyone likes to get mana. And they're going to pop it here. Crystallize. He does have enough to be able to get the dagger out. If only he wasn't stunned for so long, but that drain takes away the dagger opportunity into the trees. Misery spams once again.
when you're playing in this position, you did not have a free farm lane. There's lots of ways for them to look for you and just to take out towers. You don't really have a home. Now, he doesn't want to really go bottom. Now he can't go top. Mid is probably the best. And
Nice
great,
kill, nice.
Great rotation. But yeah, both carries not having the greatest start.
Where are you on the stance of juggernauts and how aggressive they should be? Because I feel like every juggernaut I play with recently, granted this is NA, NA's terrible at this, but you know, it's like 15 minutes and nice kill. Young G just gets popped by the finger of death. That was so much damage from Misery. Also, the Void Spirit, I feel like, is a hero that once you start getting under-farmed, you can become really lackluster.
Yeah, I feel like they need to start making some aggressive moves, especially around Pasha here. Misery hiding in the trees nicely.
You know he's somewhere, and they do catch him with the Aether Remnant. Zibe's here, though, and he's already gotten the chain stuns out onto Pasha. Pasha's going to try and double jump away, but there goes that stone boulder to catch him. Dissimulates to be able to dodge it, but he could still be tossed up in the air by the tornado and dispelled down as soon as they're ready for a fight. Another boulder thrown out, but the Wolven, it's going to go out. Nice Sonic Wave on through. Does a good amount of AoE damage. That Omni Slash getting completely soaked up by the Spectre Illusions. Crystallized was able to run down Misery, but Zibe's doing so much damage to him. The Breathe Fire over the top, and Chessie, right in the front of everybody, was able to turn around quickly, kill that Spectre. Got to be careful, though. Young G and Pasha, they still represent a lot of magic damage in the DK. Very susceptible to that. Gets hit by the Dissimulate. Ace comes back in with a spin. Pasha, who no longer has that Astral Step up, may be in trouble here, but a nice stun coming in with the Aether Remnant pull back. That AoE damage from Young G helps get the double kill for Ilias. And once again, very aggressively positioning himself on the enemy side of the map, almost kind of daring the enemy team to jump on him. Half the time, you're not sure if this is a free kill or a bait. In this case, it's a bait, which Chessie tries to lure in Young G, but he's found that this was a two-sided trap. Bounces back, Sonic Wave, not quite enough to finish off Chessie, though. And they have to start backing away. The Golden's getting dropped in, and that is enough to finish off Chessie. Probably get the kill on Pylai Die as well. Zibe, he should maybe be able to get out. Young G, he actually does manage to get in range of the Shadow Strike. That'll slow him down a lot. And there is that Void Spear coming in from the side. They're actually going to be able to catch Misery here. 1, 2, 3, and a fourth that will get away in Zibe. Question is, can they actually stop it? The dagger's going to come on through. But they're just going to keep on going here.
Sidesteps it. Pi, look at this. Pops the heal preemptively, just stands and faces them.
Just going to run in, upheaval. Looking to kind of, again, put something in the pit that maybe makes 5 men skittish, but they're not scared at all. The dagger comes through, though, and gets the last hit. Well timed by Crystallize.
But with the way that this game is going, you know, this is a Spectre lineup with Warlock where I don't believe 5 men has pressed the issue forward enough here to have that good feeling for themselves just yet. As
the Remnant pull back. A good amount of magic damage. Immersion trying to use that stolen spin to be able to get away from Ace here. Ace is going to pursue. A lot of healing coming out from Ilias as well, and Ace is finding that he's run out of damage. Now the Golden's going to get dropped with the Organ on top of the Brewmaster. Zibe gets popped like that. And now the Spectre can jump forward and grab another. With the Aether Remnant pullback, they're going to be able to get Misery. Pasha, Yule's Scepter on up on Ace, trying to slow him down. But eventually they're going to run out of disables here, and they don't want to just dive into Chessie.
Misery wasn't quite in time there to get that blink off to get the catch follow-up. He does at least have the blink at a pretty good timing that we didn't touch upon, but yeah, just a little slow there.
Good catch, the Brewmaster.
Again. He's got the hood. Not quite enough to keep him alive, though.
Even though they've gotten the Aegis for themselves, it's 5 men who have been losing fights for the last 2 or 3 minutes as they're going to get another pick off, this time on Pylai Die. Navi seems like very similar to 5 men about this time, game 1, where they felt very confident. We're just kind of running. Navi's doing the same thing. They're just kind of running at 5 men.
Even though 5 men is trying to make these moves, they're just getting matched out by this Queen of Pain and this Warlock. These 2 heroes they're clicking their ults on these, and even though 5 men are making the aggressive moves in the right place, they're not able to actually have it successful versus these great counter initiators.
One thing I've been surprised is the Void Spirit feels just as potent as it did in game 1.
Yeah,
except
exactly.
Except off lane, and it had kind of a rough start. Well, 26 minutes in. 4-20 with an 8,000 net worth lead for Navi, and a second Roshan that's going to be coming up soon. So we're going to take a quick look back at 1 kill as we bounce back into the game where, you know, it's not a big deal. It's just Oh, Pylai Die, performing his signature move. I feel like if this game's going to turn around for 5 men, it's going to be with this next Roshan.
They have to try to catch people that are like trickled in one by one or out of position. Like they have to try to find this Warlock in the back line.
Okay, well, starting off with an initiation onto the Rubik, that would be nice if they could pop him real quickly, but Chessie doesn't output the damage to do it by himself, and Pasha already kind of got in on that back line, and Misery took him out. What a big sonic wave. I think that hit all 3 cores with the telekinesis drop on top. Woo! This is looking like it's a stomp, just like game 1.
Yeah, this is definitely over now. Once you start dying like this, it really is a snowball effect for them, and yeah, this one's definitely in the bag here for Navi. They never get into the back lines. They never can actually find this Warlock in the back, and it's just like every single time he's just like, okay, Brock, Fatal Bond, Upheaval, free game for Ilias to just get all his spells off.
That would just kind of ruin their games, but then again, can't really afford to be giving up a mid lane of Barracks up against a lineup that has better late game either. They had the Courier
Courier's
there.
chilling. Ooh, what is that Courier too? What does that affect?
Yeah, it's got some... Well, Crystallize does lose his Courier, but it doesn't really matter. Look at the circle around. They're going to make sure there's no retreat possible. Immediately back into the back line. Misery goes down with the double silence going out. And it looks like Warlock could be in trouble before he actually gets anything off. He doesn't have the golem anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Sonic Wave from Young G. Okay, that doesn't quite finish anybody off, but Ace goes down, and there goes most of your damage with that. And GG is called immediately by Misery. Once their carry is down, there's not many options for 5 men. So, okay. We've got a real series on our hand. I thought it was just going to be a real quick 2-0, judging by that game 1, but apparently not the case. Maybe it's all in the draft, Fog.
Will the Kunkka man be able to survive his offlane, or will he not be offlane at all? Well, it's time to find out by the 2 competent people in the studio. We have Fogged and Capitalist.
He's literally just taking out both of them by himself, pushing them away. They're building up their stick charges, but denying full experience.
And even when they get to lane, it's still a Troll.
Yeah.
Troll has really strong impact. If you have a strong laning support, the fact that he has this range slow is so good.
One more hit. One more in a decay.
One more and then a decay. That's what he's going to go for, and that's your first blood. Pylai Dice says, perfect! I've used most of my mana. I'll just run it down. He did manage to be back in time. He got the experience for that kill. So, real proficient in clearing through stacks like that.
Yeah, Misery's literally just standing on top of that area. So they're probably going to look to deward that pretty soon. Bottom, Shibe. Actually forced to use the RP.
Yeah, and he goes for the skewer, but actually hits Ilias, which probably gets him killed, as Ilias is going to get a few more hits in. And is actually the one to take that last hit. Immersion comes in to be able to kill the ward, but he dies in the process. Spectre Ultimate's going to go off here. If Young G can actually hit something here, they can get some real kills. They're going to go for Ace, see if they can blow him up before he gets off anything. Oh, he isn't actually even level 6, but Young G, he's the one in trouble as he got surrounded by the 2 supports in Chessie. Double kill for him.
He has 150 mana, and it's just like, wait, why the hell did he come down here? He gave like this illusion that he would actually be more impactful for his team.
Chessie pops out with the Invis rune that he found, and okay, they're really going to drop this out. The Fatal Bonds goes out. They call for the Spectre to pop the ultimate. They're saying they're low. They've got Fatal Bonds on them. You can get both of these kills if you just come and show up, and Crystallize does just that. Unfortunately, they missed out on the kill on Misery. Crystallize, though, zooming out of that bottom lane because his team is making the play towards top.
I think it's pretty good go time right now for 5 men. Yeah, Crystallize, he shows himself mid. Whoa, Rainbow
showing
TPs.
Up. He's got the RP, and he may have to use it here to be able to save Chessie or even save his own life. Chessie's fine. It's himself he's got to worry about, and he's kind of stuck out here, Chessie.
I'm going to jinx us right here and say, looks like this one is the closest one that we've had of this series so far. Right as we say that, it's probably going to turn quickly.
Run, run, run. Oh, don't block yourself with the illusions. Uh-oh, Chessie doesn't have to dissimulate now, so he's in real trouble, especially as the silence from the Grimstroke hits him. He tries to get rid of the spirit, but it's too late. Crystallize gets him and goes straight for the enemy bounty rune.
Ace is going for standard build too. But yeah, I think this is still pretty okay fighting point for Ace. With that Empower too, he's not much stronger.
Navi hanging around here with the smoke. They see the two. Nice catch. A double silence, holding the two into the boat combination here. The Fatal Bomb's going to do some work as well. But both of these heroes are rather tanky. An opportunity to try and get some damage out, but a Eula Scepter stalls up the Troll. They look to blow him up, but Ace does manage to get off.
He's on the Spectre.
And now he's going to lean onto the Spectre. Spectre in trouble. Pops the ultimate. Jump, 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 but can't get away fast enough. He gets locked down by the Troll. And what, says Misery, how did that happen? How did this fight turn around so easily? They found such a beautiful initiation, but it seems like perhaps the Troll is too farmed from all that empowered farming he was doing. Yeah, if they had the LSA to follow up after the boat, and if they got double Laguna Blade in as well, maybe that could have been enough of a difference maker, but...
Looking to try to find probably the Spectre, farming on his own somewhere here.
Who needs wards when you are 4 or 5 man, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they see Pasha there for a second.
Smokes on both sides break. We did have the vision on Chessie. Dissimulate makes it rather easy.
Oh, Tombstone on high ground, run.
Yeah, this is not looking so hot. They got to get out of here, but unfortunately the Kunkka is stuck. Rolled on by Misery, slowed down by the zombies that Coco's Rom will certainly help him out for a little bit, but eventually he'll go down the Spectre. Nice double Laguna Blade on the right-hand side. It looks like they might be able to bring down both these cores.
Ace is in.
Zibe, he's trying to get away, but Crystallize is going to be able to chase him down. RP not quite going off there. He holds on to it. Ace is in deep right now, but look at that golem with the Inkswell on. It looks like he is still in range, barely clipped by it. And that's going to be the Aegis. First life, second one. Hit by the LSA, controlled up, immediately silenced, and he's dead.
Oh man, 5 men made a big mistake there. They split up so hard going for those 2 different kills there. They could have just maybe settled to go for the one, but they really wanted to press the issue forward, and then Pasha just buys back. He's able to join the fray back in, but...
Okay, free Roshan.
Free Rosh,
doing
DD.
double damage.
Where's Nas? Misery. Seems to know something's up. He's paying it. Dude, he knows.
He's running along the side, so his smoke will break when he comes a little bit close, and he does manage to find Crystallize. He sees him now. Manages to slow him down, silence him, hits him with the 1 stun. Crystallize turning, fighting him, Misery. Knowing he has no other option but just to stay on to Crystallize for now. His allies are going to be in soon, but it's a bit too late, it looks like. Unless
it's worth it.
He grabs him just in time. Now, Crystallize has to make some fancy moves, though. Gets to the other side, jumps on an Ace with his ultimate, and tries to get away with the dagger. They pop everything they have to be able to catch up to Crystallize, and looks like now he's been caught. Misery's sacrifice is all worth it. He tips him, he says, I gotcha.
So worth it.
Combination of furious and joy.
Yeah, that was super nice. Super well done by him. His team gets the nice movement to catch up there. Now Chessie's making the bottom.
He knocks down those trees and sees, uh-oh, that's a lot of teleports. As a result, he will die, but he'll get a spiteful kill on Pylai Die before he goes down.
Okay. I mean, he got a good decent chunk of gold there as a trade, but Ace gets that killing spree. 550 for him, too. Oh, Crystallize the TP.
Oh, they almost see him.
Oh, he saw them for a second there.
Yeah.
Now they probably run to the opposite side of the map, right?
Yeah.
You assume Spectre TP to that top lane, and if they did assume that they're right, they actually will find a Kunkka instead in mid.
I can't believe Pasha even tried to do this, but maybe they can still kind of fight around it. They need to deal with the Tombstone first. Young G is going to put out some damage, deal with the Tombstone as quick as possible. Zibe is in trouble, though. He's still silenced up. He can try and skewer away now, but it's too late. Those last couple shots. Ace on top of the Spectre with the help of Chessie quickly brings him down. They do have the buyback, though. Can he come back in and win this fight for him? Not with the Young G being gone. Pasha bought back too, but this is just looking like a fight that couldn't be won no matter how many heroes you bought back and brought to it. I bet he does, because he did have a BKB.
Oh, I think he has it already.
Early, so jeez.
I think he actually has the full thing. He does. Holy moly. Misery. I mean, 1, 2, and 12. He's having a great time. Lina.
Catching Young G. And he's going to be in serious trouble as he comes back down to earth. He is greeted by both Misery and Chessie, and eventually he does die. Misery was able to get that as the BKB wore out. Misery staying on the front lines with his BKB. A nice RP from Zibe is going to be able to pull them all back into death. Triple kill for Pylai Die. Even Pi is getting in on this action and getting some kills. That's how you know it is truly done and dusted. It is over. dropping a cheese on the ground. Just to show that 5 men, they didn't need it. They did need 3 games, however, after losing that game 2. But both game 1 and game 3 pretty dominant, I would say.